Hello, welcome to The Insight. Recently, the world celebrated the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists as the reporters and media houses in Somaliland face many challenges. And here's the question: is Somaliland media freedom and expression under attack? In Somaliland, media has been playing a vital and precious role in the country back to the guerrilla liberation days until now. Many people consider this Horn of Africa state as one of the leading freedom of speech and media in the region. Journalists and the media practitioners had enjoyed freedom and faced no threats. But good times seem to have changed in the last 5 years. At least 38 journalists were arrested in Somaliland this year alone. 2 media houses were closed down and others were fined. The Human Rights Center in Somaliland also noted more people are also in prison for what? For expressing their ideas. As the world celebrated the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists recently, some of the Somaliland Western allies have expressed concern about the present situation of Somaliland media freedom. The UK clearly said they oppose all attempts to restrict media freedom and believe that people must be able to discuss issues freely in Somaliland. On October 22nd, security forces arrested the Home Cable TV's reporter in Gabile Farhan Abdi, along with other 2 officials including Pune Abdi, the vice chairman of Wadani's youth wing. The journalist was arrested for covering a statement made by Pune, who advocates Gabile to fully become a region. The trial were brought to court on 24 October. The court remanded them to 7 days into prison pending investigation as requested by the police. A few months ago, the management of MMTV based in Hargeisa complained to the government for imposing a $10,000 fine, which is the management termed as illegal. It was alleged that the station did not possess a license to operate. That's despite the outlet operating in the country for almost 2 years. The BBC Somali service was also indefinitely shut down and banned from operations in Somaliland during this year. In a press conference, Suleiman Yusuf Ali, Somaliland's information minister, said the government was immediately suspending all BBC activities as of Tuesday, July 19th, and accused the BBC Somali of abandoning impartiality and undermining the credibility of the Somaliland state. The BBC service still remains off air in the country. Again, Somaliland Minister of Information closed the independent television station CBA on 6 September, although the management of CBA received the letter a day after. The ministry said the license of the television was expired, as well as that it broadcasted information that could trigger insecurity in the country. The management of the TV had immediately denied the statement and shared the valid documents with the media to prove the ministry's claim wrong. On October 11th, CBA eventually resumed operations in Somaliland after 34-day suspension. But how did this happen? The Ministry of Information fined them a $10,000 as MMTV before them, and CBA had no other choice than to pay. What's more concerning is that the judicial branch has deliberately declined to take its role in defending media freedom. To add insult to injury, all the media houses who faced the challenge reported their cases to the court, but the judiciary simply ignored them. To cut the long story short, the independent media in Somaliland is facing unprecedented challenges. This is only get worse as the country plunges into a constitutional crisis. Not only illegal arrests, arbitrary and fines, but also the loss of their freedom of access to information. It is a fact that private media cannot go to the presidency to seek information as it used to happen in the past. Everything you see coming out of the president's office was especially recorded by the press office of the president. Yes, private media houses have access to only unedited footage sent by the presidency. Ministries have often taken this same step and rarely do fight the private media. This actually means private media have little access to information on public offices. there are almost next to zero opportunities for fielding questions too. Somaliland needs an independent media that can do its work freely without the fear of harassment, arrests, censorship, and lack of access to information. For that to happen, checks and balances need to be restored to Somaliland's government. Let me say this out loud. The judicial branch should come out from hiding. Journalists also need to restore their voice. Solcha, the journalists' provisional union, has been completely co-opted by the government. The entire leadership of the association are government employees at the moment. That has resulted in Solcha spectacularly failing to even speak against government abuses. Journalists need that institutional voice back. And that is the episode of our Insight this week. Thank you for watching.